But through the course of that year, besides the groups, I mean, I went online and I was looking for support. I was looking for answers, a way to be happy, I guess, get over the grieving process. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day you're watching me, Brady Theodore the Gotti. Hey, is this not heaven to you? I know it is to me. I love dogs. They're my favorite. And got my favorite dog coffee cup. It's got my happy drink in it. I know you're saying, happy drink? How's coffee a happy drink? Come here, you. Come here. Oh. Here's Charlie. That's Charlie. She's part of my heaven. And my favorite puppy. I used to have 3 puppies, and she had 2 other BFFs. Oh, she wants to get down. We'll let her get down. Yeah, I had Autumn, little terrier. Got her when she was 6 weeks old, and had her for 12 and a half years. And along the way, my wife and I, we got Layla, a little min pin from the pound when she was 13 years old. And we had 3 little dogs, all between 10 and 15 pounds each. And why is this thing blinking? What's going on? Oh, I got that on there. So anyway, yeah, I had Autumn and Layla. Autumn for 12 and a half years. Layla, we had for 3.5 years. She was a pound rescue. And back last November, Autumn had heart problems for a year on medication. She ended up passing away in my arms one morning, right after my wife had left to go out of town. That was just a heartbreaking ordeal. And if you've lost a pet, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I was besides myself. And then 5 days later, as we were grieving the loss of Autumn, who was a little class clown, come to find out. Anyway, Layla, the min pin, had a stroke. And I thought, what in the heck's going on with this dog? She was just sitting there staring at me, and I went over to pick her up. She was kind of limp, and took her to the vet. Come out, find out she had a stroke. So within hours, she couldn't walk, she couldn't bark, she couldn't do anything. We gave her steroids, and the vet said go ahead and keep her for a few days, see what happens. Maybe she'll improve, maybe she won't. And she didn't improve. She just couldn't do anything. She just wanted to be the dog that she used to be. She couldn't. So I ended up putting her to sleep. Putting her down, euthanizing, whatever you want to call it. So within 10 days, we lost 2 little fur babies. And you talk about heartbreaking, heart-wrenching. Never in my life had I felt anything like that. I mean, losing my parents was one thing, but you have a chance to say goodbye, and in my case, I did anyway. But with dogs, you don't, you can say goodbye all you want. You don't know if they understand. You don't know how they feel. If they just drop, that's one thing. The other, if you put them to sleep, you are hoping that you made the right decision. Either way, just losing a pet in general is heart-wrenching. I mean, it actually makes you feel like you're going to die, physically and mentally. So I looked afterwards. I mean, I was grieving so hard, like so many people. So I joined support groups. I told myself I wasn't going to go to a therapist. Well, number one, I didn't have the money to do that. Number two, I thought, I've been a therapist before over issues in my life, and it helps. But I figured, excuse me, I figured I'd get through this on my own. So I joined some Facebook groups. and started writing about my experiences and reading about other people's experiences and finding out that we all go through the same emotions. We all grieve hard. And I'm not going to put words into anybody's mouths about how they feel, how they deal with it. I know that I felt devastated, felt remorseful, felt guilty, then anxious, and then depressed, and just want my babies back. And anyway, by joining the groups and reading and writing about my experiences, it started to help. And now, for me, it's been a year. But through the course of that year, besides the groups, I mean, I went online and I was looking for support. I was looking for answers, a way to be happy, I guess, get over the grieving process. And I started looking at stress. I started reading about anxiety, started reading about depression, what causes it, what would help, and ran across natural products that they said would help the depression, one of which I started using, and yes, it did help. It uplifted me, got me moving again, at least thinking in the right direction, clearing my mind a little bit. And then a friend offered me what he called the happy drink. And I thought, what are you offering me? A couple shots, some alcohol? And he laughed. He said, no, I'm offering you coffee, which is right here. It's just my coffee. So the happy drink is a natural product that you can mix up coffee, you can mix up hot chocolate, and it puts back the hormones, the happy hormones, into your body naturally. And I thought, okay, I'll give it a shot. So I mixed it up, had my coffee the first day, and I thought, yeah, we'll just see what happens. And lo and behold, within minutes, I started feeling something. I'm like, wow, this is weird. But throughout the course of hours and the day, I found myself happy. I had a little smile on my face. I wasn't grieving as hard. I was starting to think about other things in my life, not just dwelling on the loss of a pet. And I thought that was really weird. And I said, well, I'll give it a shot for a while. So every day now, I get up and mix up my happy drink, coffee or hot chocolate. And it has been a lifesaver. And not only for making me feel better about myself, but it makes me mentally more focused, gives me more energy. I get up, I move around. I enjoyed the time with Charlie, the little Bichon you just saw. And it's worked wonders for me. I don't know what to say about, oh, she's crying because she wants to go back inside. I'm going to have to cut this kind of short. So anyway, if you have lost a pet, if you are just grieving, and I know that you are, it's not if you are not, you've lost a pet, you're grieving, you think there's no end to this nightmare. There is, nothing, not a cup of coffee is not going to change your mind about the loss of a pet. But by putting the happy hormones back into your body, it's going to make the grieving process easier to accept and handle, and it's going to make you feel better. I just hope that you reach out to me, give this a shot. I mean, what do you have to lose besides your sanity or your physical well-being? You need to try something. And I'm telling you that I was skeptical, but it worked, and it worked immediately. And since then, I have felt so much better that now, as a matter of fact, my wife and I, a couple weeks ago, went out and got another little pound rescue, a senior. We named her Callie, and she's disabled, I guess you'd say. She's deaf, little Chihuahua, 12 and a half years old. I just wanted to give her a forever home. Her elderly human passed, and she needed a forever home, so we took her in. And she's growing on us, and we're growing on her. But we couldn't have done that. I couldn't even have thought about it until I started drinking this. And it's just really opened my mind, given me more clarity, and put a smile on my face. So if you're having problems grieving, reach out. Give it a shot. What do you have to lose? Anyway, that's all I had to say. Take care of yourself. Give yourself time. All things pass with time. You'll always have the memories. You know that your pet loved you and you loved it, and you gave them the best home that they could ever have, and they're grateful for it, but they would never want to see you go through life in pain. That's not what they wanted when they were with you, and it's certainly not what they want for you now that they're gone. So do something. Reach out. Give it a shot. It can't hurt you. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all real soon. Take care.